Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Iron Roads, where we seem to have a traffic jam. Guys, welcome back. We're going to fix this hopefully, but we are in the brand new Horseshoe Isles right now, where we've got even bigger challenges afoot. We are trying to create aluminum or aluminium, if you're from the motherland, like your boy right now, to produce these brand new types of trains that are even faster than my original high-speed ones. But there's a bunch of challenges. We can't build bridges over the water, as apparently we need to protect the coral reef, guys. So these narrow passages are going to be a little bit tricky. So right now, we've been implementing a few little train loops here and there to kind of make things a little bit interesting. We do have one train over here going back and forth perfectly, but down here we have some big jams, and we need to create some non-stopping zones right now to make things actually physically work. So as the trains join, we're going to set up some no stopping zones just here. We'll do some just here as trains are going to be entering and exiting, and maybe make it no stopping all the way down to... No, actually, we'll keep that on there. We'll see what happens. So we've got to unstick a train. That's now going to be in the way. So unstick you and confirm. And we're going to unstick you and confirm just there. So that should put us back into play mode right now. The train should now make their way around. But this is all I can do at the moment. This is all I can do at the moment until I've got more train tracks to be able to work with. So we are really struggling at this point. This is quite the challenge right now. Granted, I have utilized train loops and I could save a lot of train tracks by not having them. That would be a big help for us. And it's probably something that I might have to do to kind of think about grabbing some back. But this is a bit painful right now. The whole line has to stop to allow that train to exit. But it is what it is. It is what it is, boys. Trains will take their turn. They will do what they've got to do. And at least we still have some movement on the go. So, as we now figure out what our next move is, guys, if you are enjoying this series, like I said, smash the like button down below. Subscribe if you are new. We've got a big challenge afoot right now. So, my current task then to earn my first star, which I'm not even thinking about this task right now, is to carry 3 passengers or cargo to Calico Shack to Midsummer's, which is there to there. Can't build a bridge, we've got to go the long way around and reduce the travel time to 180. I'm not even thinking about that until I got them high-speed trains on the go. So what I've got to do right now is connect the Butex mine to the aluminum or aluminium refinery, which is from here to here. But like I said, I don't have any extra train tracks. I don't even have any extra stations right now. Now, I could take away some tracks and stations from the existing lines just to kind of get this all set up. And that's probably what I'm going to have to do. Other tasks I've got right now is travel time from Calico Shack to Midsummer to be less than 150. That's up to do with me having those brand new high-speed trains, which did I research them? Let me find out in the research right now. These ones, aren't they? Yeah. Look at these. They do 142 kilometers. My previous faster trains did 66. So this is a lot higher of a speed to just put that out there right now. So let's see what we can do here to really save us some train tracks. Actually, to be honest with you, we are going to actually probably most likely need to get a station back as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cancel the Midsummer Circus to Fratic Park line. We're going to cancel this for now, which happens to be this one to this one here. We're going to sell that whole line altogether. So that removes those trains. And we're going to get rid of the station, right? We're going to refund our construction here at the station. And I'll do a large portion of the line so I can get some of those train tracks back. And we're going to create a brand new platform just... Can I build it here and it still be okay? Or about there? No. Here? I'm trying to think of ways in which I can save myself a train track, you know what I mean? So, let's see. If this went straight to about there, bring it up, and I've only got 15 train tracks left before I've ran out. So let me just refund some more construction. I'll just kind of take it in the middle here. That should do us just fine. Bring this down to there and then in. Now, annoyingly, right, I'm also going to have to set up no stopping line going down to there. So the trains will have to wait. Because I don't have the ability to do double train tracks just yet. So this goal to get the Butex mine to the aluminium refinery can now get set up. So add a service, Butex mine, which is just here, aluminium or aluminum refinery done. Buy a train, I'll choose you, nice and cheap, add some carriages, confirm, off you go. That would at least complete that quest, okay? I don't know what it's going to do for us in the long run. I don't know if I'm even going to be able to get any additional stations out of this. I don't know. It's a bit of a tough ask right now. We've created our first aluminium, baby. We've created our first aluminium. Now I need another station, which this is very, 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 very difficult to implement. Okay. I need another station, which means I need to grow a few more towns. Very difficult. Very difficult. Now that we've got rid of some of the additional lines, the passengers waiting there cannot go to their destinations, which is going to get quite painful. It really is. It really is. So how can we possibly grow a town? This is quite difficult right now. It's quite difficult right now. So it's a shame they're not close enough where I can utilize one station to do both. That is a shame. Passengers are completely stuck right now at the station. So a lot of them that want to go to... I mean, where do they want to go to? These are passengers for Butex Mine right now. So they would need to go down to... Where's the Butex Mine place? Here. Wait, hold on. We've got passengers that want to go to there? No, for Butex Miner's Rest. Oh, down here. Wait, do I have a line that goes that way? I don't think I do I? No. Okay, so I've got a line here with no trains on. So if I go from Hazelmere, where's Hazelmere? To the Butex Miner's Rest. Done. And add a train. Is that true? Is that true right now? That could be a way in which I could... Because the way it's set up, we could have this where we're having multiple trains lead to other areas. Is this the train in question right now? So that would obviously pick some people up. We might have to have like multiple routes going to multiple areas for the sake of being able to transport everybody. Bit of a pain, yeah, I know. But it should do what it needs to do. Yeah, that's the train right there. So we have a bunch of people who need to go to Butex Miner's Rest, which those are the ones we are now shifting. Kind of a little bit. They say destination Butex Miner's Rest. Yes, there is a lot of people who want to go there, isn't there? So I need to add more trains to it. But then again, there's people over here that want to do that route as well. So is it worthwhile me creating a line going that way? Or taking the people from here? I want to see the train that picks them all up. But then again, they want to go to Mariner's Rest. Where's that? Oh, that's the way all the way over there. Right. Can I quite possibly... And this might be a bit tricky. No, I think I can do this. Right, let me just play around with this for a second. Just for a quick second, boys. Just for a quick second right now. Okay, I didn't need to do that. Refund construction. There and there. I'm hoping that can be treated as a bypassing route. But to be honest with you, I think the bypassing route needs to go for... Oh, we've got issues. Yes, we do have issues. Right, hold on. I know how to solve this. Okay, I know how to solve this. If I created a length here, and then did this, and then did this, and then just clear my orders real quick, going down. Actually, let me bring it to there, bring it to there. Right, this creates no stopping all the way down to here. And we've only got one train going back and forth down there anyway, so we're okay there. And if I just quickly set up my line, so you're... Right, hold on. Which way am I doing it on? This is going that way. That's going that way. And then unstuck you. They'll wait here. Okay, they'll wait there. For the trains to then pass. And they'll wait there as well. I need to do the same, theoretically, here and here to have a train go all the way to Mariner's Rest. Although I do have a train that goes back and forth and hopefully loads people up anyway. Is these numbers getting smaller? So the Hazelmere line, and this is the problem I've now got. I could copy the train, and it's all well and fine and dandy, you know, increasing those numbers, but it doesn't do me justice at the moment. Oh, this is stress, boys. This is stress. We got to clear these numbers down first and get rid of our original backlog. Now, is there too many trains on this line? I feel like there might be too many trains between Phoretic, is that how I pronounce it? And Hazelmere, which is the line that has... No way, it doesn't have 7 trains, does it? That does not have 7 trains. Oh no, I've copied it. Yes. 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 Right, I've brought it down to... I've already had 3 trains. I've brought it down to 3 trains just to kind of, 1, reduce the amount of trains on the lines, but 2, just to kind of then see where my issues now lie. Okay? Right, those numbers are now starting to reduce. They are now starting to reduce, which is good to see. So they're wanting to go to Mariner's Rest. So which is the train that goes that way? It's this train here, isn't it? So... No, it's not you. Do I have I don't have a train that goes back and forth to here, do I? So Hazelmere to Manure Machines. Because they'll then transfer the people over and then move them along. I need a train that goes from here to there. So I need to create like a bypassing route here. Because that's what's kind of now currently kind of slightly slacking for me. But once I can reduce these times, we're back in business. We are then back in business. It's just trying to reduce them is a completely different beast altogether. Right, let me create a bypassing run here. So if I came out there, that's 3. I need 1 more, so let me just kind of claim back, just because of the length. Actually, we'll claim back quite a bit. Right, maybe I make it just a tad bit longer for the sake of a train length. And if I do my one-way orders... Did that work? They look like they're on the same side. Right, let me clear these orders here. How do I clear those orders? There we go. There we go. I've got to create a non-stopping zone now, the whole length of this, awkwardly. And then just do that to there. Just so the trains coming back and forth have to wait. And then I'm going to create a line from here to here. Right, this is getting a little bit tricky, to say the least. So Hazelmere, where are you? Where are you, Hazelmere? Going to Manure Machine. Buy a train. You add the carriages and confirm. So hopefully that'll take some people away from there. That is, I mean, they were moving anyway, but now I'm just kind of giving them a little bit extra boost and bonus. And there is people over here kind of waiting that need to be moved as well. So ideally, they needed to kind of go down to here. But because I haven't got enough tracks to kind of bypass all of it, it's just kind of what I've had to get set up. I mean, I could, to be honest with you, I could actually get it set up, which is not a problem. But it might take a lot of hassle and problems on that train line. I mean, that would pick some up and move them, but, you know, it is doing what it needs to do. That's now, like I said, reducing. Average wait time is dramatically coming down. So theoretically, we are slowly getting there. Right, we're slowly getting there right now. So on times, adding more peeps. So they've got to come from the Butake, passengers from Butake's mine. What do you mean passengers from Butake's mine? Oh, for Butake's mine. Yeah, they come from the rest, don't they, over here? So that's what that train there picks up to produce. Right. Theoretically, we're now getting there. Okay? The only thing stopping me is literally the train track lengths. Okay? That's what's stopping me. The fact that we're having to wait in some certain areas. Like, could I quite possibly build a bridge there? I don't have enough resources. I'm going to have to, like, reclaim a lot more train track. Because if I could build a bridge on the coastal route here. No, they don't like that. They really don't like that right now. I could extend this to move them down a little bit further to kind of speed up the process. To there. Right, we have that train to go. Do that there. And kill you off to here. Oh, no, I didn't mean to delete that. I thought I was doing the clear orders, the non-stopping zone. Right, clear order there. And... oh, I'm all over the place now, aren't I? So the clear order thing needs to then happen all the way to here, all the way to there. As they're able to crisscross onto the sides they need to get to, and also they can kind of continue a little bit further down. So we can get like an extra train or two down that little side there. And not having to kind of wait in as much space as previously before. We probably then do have enough to kind of extend down here. And if that does then give us the ability to be a little bit more frequent, then that's a bonus for us. I've got to now pause because I'm about to kind of break everything again. So, refund construction, you. Oh no, that's got to use it, hasn't it? Right, so let me just clear these orders here. They don't need to come down this way, so that's okay. Non-stopping, just to there, just to kind of match it. Right, pause for a second. Delete you, Chrissy-crossy section there. And then clearing orders. Just to there. Non-stop zone to there. I'm a fool because I forgot to get rid of this one. Right, unstick you. Unstick you. Confirm. Pause for a second. Construction. Get rid. Hopefully now back in business. So we've created a little bit of an extra longer length now on these double sections to make the trains come a little bit more frequently. And they can travel a little bit longer before they have to stop, allowing the next train behind to then also move up to that next point. It's not pretty, but with the limited amount of tracks that I've now got, we are hopefully dramatically reducing those numbers. It does mean I could potentially add more trains onto the lines, which will create more frequency. So that is the next part of the bonus we can kind of look towards. So train down to here. They're on time apparently all the time. They've got a little bit of a wait time on the go right now. So why don't we add a few more trains to these lines? So let me just see the lines I'm working with. The rest here, is that going to over there? No, that's the one going to over there. So if I copy you, this one is there to down here, right? Copy you. So we added a third one onto that line. You to there, we'll copy you. And to the Mariners one, we'll copy you. Right, we'll just keep it like that for now. And then see what comes of this. So we are more efficient now, granted. We are more on time, okay? There's still a lot to do to get on time, but this is better than it was before. This truly is better than what it was before. I'm going to try right now my best here to kind of clear all up. So we're not really... Oh, that's the wrong button. We're not really going to this place over here, which is a shame. But you've got to do what you've got to do to clear it all. And clear you... Let me just clear all this here. I'm trying to, like, cut back on as much of this as I can. It'll be nice to get this to loop and turn round because there is multiple trains coming in, but it's not the end of the world. But I've gained an extra 15 track tokens back, which is good for me. Right, multiple trains now coming in. That's a little bit all over the place still. The on-time arrival still not looking great for you. And you have a lot of wanting to go to the rest. So we need to sort something out here with having like multiple trains on it. So now that I've got additional to work with, if we set that up there and then set up our non-stop orders, and then from there leading all the way down, theoretically we could have an additional train going back and forth here. But we also need some trains that pick up to go elsewhere. But this is a tricky one here. This really is a tricky one. So if I first add an additional train to that, so copy you. And obviously they'll now wait their turn. Back and forth. That will then theoretically move more people between the two. And then heavily reduce those numbers. As you can now see, they take their turns. That's all they can do right now is just take their turn. And they'll eventually get there. But we're kind of trapped in this cycle. Without having the ability to complete these goals, we're kind of stuck. So we need to connect Alumina's rest to aluminium refinery. So we need to connect this to here. So we're going to have to take something else away from something else. I reckon we take away these two here. Okay? Because we're only really traveling passengers between the two. So the line between Hazelmere to Frotic, I can't even say the word right now. It's wild. I can't even English. I can never English on the best of days. This is this line here. We're going to sell the line. Okay. And we're going to refund the construction of the station first and foremost. I'll get rid of all of that air to get some train tracks back. And we've got to take people to and from here. So theoretically, all I've got to do is build my station there. That there. But because we're going to have a train going back and forth anyway, we'll create a little passover section. And then all we've got to do then is create some non-stopping sections here, which will be down to there and then to there. And then we set them up. There we go. So this is really pushing it right now. What I'm now technically doing is I'm playing to the goals, which is what you should do anyway. But I'm really being forced to play to the goals just to be able to kind of continue. So I've got to delete what I've done. So everything that I had planned is now going out the window. It really is. It's going out the window, boys. Right, done there. Buy a train. Add the carriages. Confirm. So at least that will then complete that goal. And hopefully I'll be rewarded with at least something. There we go. I can now dismiss you. So, no. The answer's no. But more importantly, right, we are making something or another. So, optimizing the north, optimizing the south. I've got to now focus on one of these goals. This one here is just going to be done when it's done. So this one here, Calico to Neptunia, less than 1 80 minutes, which Calico to Neptunia is to do with here. Oh, we've actually grown a town and got a station, boys, and some tracks. This one here. We could maybe potentially complete that goal. We've gained even more tracks right now. Ideally, we need to gain another station. So if these can kind of keep green for some time, we are laughing all the way to the bank. Kind of. We're just going to keep this on time so it just keeps growing. So if I can get one more station, we can then work between completing that goal here. We're getting the tracks for it, which is good. We are getting the tracks for it. So that might be my next goal, is this one here. So if I click to activate it, so I've got it here right now. So if I'm Calico Shack to Neptunia, we might be able to do that like with normal trains, not the high-speed ones. So we could get away with that, which could be good. I'm just waiting for an additional station to now come through, additional platform. So this is all working well, boys. This is all working well. So I got to grow it to 43 tiles to get an extra platform out of this, which is currently at 39. So it needs to grow by 4 more tiles, the town does. If you can grow by 4 more tiles, we're all good. I might add an extra train on that line. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, I've got it. I've got what I need. Boys, we've turned this around. We have turned this around right now. Right. There we go with the station. There we go with the station. And we're going to go diagonal and directly in. So I'll do it as one train line first. So add a service, Calico Shack to Neptunia. There we go. Press done. So if I just utilize my normal train, okay, and is that enough to complete the goal? With the travel time being so, yes, it is, and I can collect. Right, got an extra station. I will take it. I will take it right now. Right, we've done it, boys. We've managed to kind of sort this out right now. So that's now all done. That's now all done. Oh, hang on. We've got another station. I've got 2 new stations. Right, we can create some new lines. So, right, more tracks. It's all happening right now, boys. It's all happening. Right, let's calm down. Let's just calm down for a second. I can get a little bit too carried away here if I'm not careful. Now, this goal here is to get the Calico Shack to Midsummer Circus less than 150. So is it a case of now I could maybe look towards actually sorting this this route out? Oh, I mean, that's doing pretty well on normal trains. So let's see. I'm now going to have to now rebuild all this again. So, actually, I'm going to scrap that. And I'm going to build it here. Because if I build it up there, it's technically a little bit closer. Now, this would have to get turned into a looped system. So, that would have to kind of come down to here. That would go out that way. That hits into there. And it will go out like that. So, this is going to be a bit of a pain, but we're now going to delete this. So, we don't have the original connections anymore. That's now all gone. We're going to bring this going down. Now, I'm not going to be able to afford all of this. So, I might just simply create it with a bypassing route and just have one train on for now. So, I can bring that to there and then cut you in. Right, but I can't do the bottom section. So, we kind of then back to theoretically being stuck again. We're back to being stuck again. Now, I need to grow some more towns and all that jazz. That's kind of how we progress a little bit further. Have we got like another contract or something like that? What's going? Click to contract is active. Click to deactivate. Travel time from Power Workers Rest in Midsummer Circus. So Power Workers Rest in Midsummer Circus. Power Workers Rest? Where's Power Workers Rest? Here. Ooh! Could I connect that up instead? It would mean that I'm now going back on what I'm doing here. But I could use these tracks. I could reuse them in the future. So if this came down into there, and if I just brought them out like that, and then use that extra station, would it work there? No. Would it work there? Yes. We just got some extra tracks, which is great. Right. So now then, we're going to have to create, because there's a station there, no stopping all the way down to at least here. And then to... No, it doesn't have to be there, does it? Because only one train going that way. Yeah, there's only one train going that way. Right, this is going to be a wild one right now, connecting the sound. Let me activate that one. So, click over there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this one. This is the one that I might fail on, but we did pretty well on the previous one. So, Midsummer Circus to Power Workers Rest. Now, obviously, this is going to be the slower train. Unless I... Whoa, what happened there? Bye, train. Unless I actually get my super fast train here. And see if it can be done. Right, where's it starting from? Have I had it on the right train track? Oh no, I bought the train. I haven't put it on anything. Oh, I see what I've done. It needs to go on this. I think I got confused there in all the kerfuffle. Right. So, it's here. Oh, but it doesn't have the ability to go the speed. Because we have no power. Right, sell you. And I'll go back to default then. We'll go back to default. Because it can go... That train can go faster than the other train with no power. So, Power's Workers Rest should be less than, 110 minutes. Which already, it's wild, the numbers. Yeah, I'm not getting that, am I? I'm not going to be getting that right now. We might need to... Yeah, that's going to be quite a difficult challenge. Right, okay. Building-wise... Pause. And by doing this, I no longer need to have the no stopping running along here. Because that would go that way. That goes that way. So you stop there for that. Okay, go. Gives us a little bit extra space to work with now. I'll get rid of that for a second, because now we're just playing the waiting game at this point. That's clear to go. What's that one waiting for? Oh, it's really waiting for these trains to kind of pass through? Really? You're going to wait this whole time? Or are you... Let me unstick you. Maybe you're stuck. Maybe that train there was stuck for a second. But we need to... we need to take the trains off this now as well. That's what we need to do. So looking at it, ideally, we could do with doubling up just coming down here, because this one now backs up this quite often. And if we can get the next waiting train to come into here to wait here rather than there, it allows this to kind of freely flow through. So if I then bring you down, we've got 19 to work with. I'll go quite long, so it gives us quite a bit of space. And into there, all I've then got to do is just clear the orders going from here to here. And then obviously just create the order just there. So we say that this coming down here is this way, this coming down that way is that way, back into play. And that should now see us through. So we should technically be a bit more free-flowing. Oh, okay, I didn't... That's awkward how it did that then for a second. I didn't spot that then, so I got to... If I can... Oh, no, I can't do that there. Right, I'll have to do that like that until I can obviously double this up as well when I've got more... no stopping thingy-me-jigs and me bobs and me booties and all that kind of jazz. So no stopping, just there. Right, that was just an awkward... I mean, it could do it. I could have saved myself an extra train track tile. But it's all okay. We got there in the end. What's going on here? Oh, yeah, it's that way. Right, this is probably where I now need to kind of double up here so we can have a train waiting there to kind of allow us to freely run this side as well. But, again, it's all train track tiles. Then again, I could take it from here. You know, where there's a will, there's a way. The game's now forcing me to be efficient, is what's happening. Which is what I should be doing anyway, to be honest with you. Right, that could go to there. If that impossible track configuration, I mean, yeah, it kind of makes sense. I might now need to redo this. So if I scrapped you, scrapped you for a second, because what I'm trying to accomplish is this leading up here to there and then cutting in. But that's got to go to there. That's got to go to there, which will not do what I need to. It kind of has to do it like that. So there can go bam, bam, down. Bam, up. This goes bam that way. Nothing goes that way. This coming down that way. And that's kind of how it's going to have to be. So I'm going to clear these orders real quick. And we add a stop in there, just going through there, down there. We say that's that way, that's that way. At least I can get a train that needs to go down there, wait here, and be one less train blocking up there. So, oh, but then again, it has to share the tracks with that there, doesn't it? Right, I've just realized that as well. It's because I'm doing this finger here, I kind of, weirdly, I need to have it staggered, if that makes sense. So if I, right, pause, there we go. I kind of need to have it staggered. So if I killed this off down to here, and then this came down this way, and that came down this way, and then we just had a slight turn like that. I went one too far there, didn't I? That kind of solves my issue that I'm kind of was then having. So that's to there, that's to there. Back in business. I know it killed off my previous trains. They will then regenerate, hopefully. That then solves it. And hopefully we'll be a bit more free-flowing at that point then. Right. We're getting more efficient, okay? Yeah. We are getting more efficient in this. But that goal right now, I don't know how that's going to work. Because we're now 1,300 on the waiting. So we might need to have a few additional trains, first and foremost, to kind of increase the wait time. Because it is a very, very long way that it has to travel, which completely makes sense. Completely makes sense right now. Optimize the north. Grow. Oh, we've got this one here. Grow Mole Miner's Rest, which is over here. And travel times you can check and Mole Miner's Rest should be... Oh my goodness me. They're stressing me out. They really are stressing me out right now. But we're trying to do this one first. So I think the obvious thing to do first then would be to add an extra train. So copy. I add an extra 2 trains. Okay. So we're averaging right now, I mean, it's actually going, those numbers are going up dramatically. They are going up quite a bit. So let's see what happens if we can reduce them numbers. Is the same numbers over on this side as well? Yes, is the answer, yes. Now, because we've got multiple trains on this, we're going to have to turn all of this into a no stopping zone. So what I'm going to have to do here is make this go as far as I can, because we want to try and shorten that no stopping zone as much as possible. And like everything else... Oh, no, that's not... I thought I was doing the one-way system then for a second. Which is here. So, bam, bam. There we go. So at least that then solves that pain, that issue that we're going to see. Right. I might have to take this loop back now. Now I'm not working with this loop or any of this up here. I might need to claim some of this back to make this loop to go back out, because them having to wait back and forth can be a little bit annoying. A little bit annoying right now, but that number's getting bigger and bigger still. But I think it's about, we just got to give it time, right? For more trains to arrive. But the power station could also be fed as well. But I need fuel for that, and the fuel comes from the mole miner stuff, doesn't it? Yeah. Damn. I wish these time limit stuff wasn't such a big thing, because I feel like I've progressed pretty rapidly now. But now I'm kind of then literally stuck. So this is also having people wanting to go to other places. So you could see here that I've got passengers that want to go to the Aluminers Rest, Butakes Mines here. So there is stuff I've got to do to kind of take other passengers away from it. So I wonder if I'm able to... I mean, I've got no train tracks to even attempt any of this stuff. We're going to try and bring other train lines over here now. So, because I'm limited, and I'm just going to throw this out there right now, because I'm limited on what I have available to kind of play around with, what I build next, do not judge, okay? Do not judge it. So if I went like that, and then went like that, I can create a train back and forth here, because there is passengers that want to go to the Butakes Mines. That will alleviate a lot of pressures. That's why it's such a high number. Okay, that's why it's such a high number. Meaning all of this here has to now become no stopping zones. Unfortunately. And if I then create a line, add service from the power place. Power Workers Rest is what it's called, right? To the Butakes Miners Rest. Buy a train. And then, oh, hello. Hello. Right. That's a point. Why didn't I have non-stop in here? Interesting, right? Interesting. Right. What's now going on? We're waiting for trains. Oh, they've all come up once, which is annoying. This is why we need loops. This is why we now need loops coming in. Because the waiting procedures is getting a little bit wild down here. But that should heavily now reduce those numbers, at least in that one direction anyway. At least in that one direction. So, we're up to 1,800 still. And that does now reduce it to 1,600. Right. There's passengers wanting to go in all kinds of places right now, which is getting wild. But we mainly just want to focus on the important ones. That's what we want to do. Mainly focus on the important ones. Oh, I need more train tracks. I've got another station, though, so I can utilize to take it to another place. I could produce power, but even if I did produce the power to make the trains faster, it doesn't technically do what I need it to do because the numbers are still going to be right up there. Right, so the main focus right now is the task of reducing the power workers' rest in Midsummer Circus. It's mainly them going back and forth, but the problem is they're transporting other passengers to other places. So the train's not completely filled up with that one particular passenger, thus making it, longer than it needs to be. So we've got to try and sort that out. So we've got people wanting to go to a miner's rest, which is down here. Now they have to kind of go the long way around. But if my trains could only carry that one type of passenger, that would be pretty good. Right, this is a problem here, isn't it? But I haven't got enough train tracks to solve that. I could have enough train tracks. So let's solve that next issue now. So get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you just to the... Oh, no, Sonny, you fool. Right, it hasn't killed it off. We're okay. We're okay. I'm going to delete some of this here. And we're going to double up on this system now. So, kill you off to there. That's got to go to there. So, refund you. Refund you. Because of how it's now all set up. I no longer need... I can clear the orders then down to there. But we've got to create them there and there. Clear the orders to here. Okay, a bit too far. And I could make that extend it a bit longer, but I think that'll be okay. I'll make that extend us down by one more just for my own sanity. And then go. Right, that is it. Kind of change things up slightly. There's enough space there for a train to wait. So we'll see how this plays out in the long run. Now, theoretically, I could run another train down to where it needs to go to. Oh, we've grown Neptune here. We've gained some more tiles. We've gained 2 stations. Right, that's important. That's important. So mole miners to mole miners rest now. We can get up and running. Wasn't that one of my current goals? Or a possible goal that I could focus on? Where was it? Optimizing the north. Grow mole miners rest. And the travel time to the Calico Shack. Right, that's a wild goal there. I've already accepted 2 contracts. But to grow them would mean I get more stations, more train tokens, which is important. So yeah, hang on, hold on. Can I do anything with my current goal? So that has gone a bit wild now. So do you think I should be thinking about creating a train loop here? I don't really see many issues right now. It's mainly the main lines. Oh, here. This is where I can spend first my train track money. All right, pause for a second. Clear the orders. And then just bring it out by 1 more. Right, there we go. This here is a big stopping point for this section. I've only got 5 left now, haven't I? Damn. Just when I thought I was getting somewhere. Right, we're going to kill off this loop. It's no longer needed. Damn it, he deleted the station again. There we go. And I don't think I'm able to do much with this. That needs to go here. And if I say to this now, that is that way, that is that way, it will be forced to go around for another train to come in to alleviate some pressures. But it's got to wait for another train to come in. So maybe I, just for this line, well, the next question is, can I, oh, hey, I don't have enough train tracks. Right, can I, first and foremost, I mean, I can do it, but I've got to come out that way and go that way, right? Right, I might need to unstick a train. Yikes. Right, you unstick just for a quick second. Well, I need to get rid of this here. There we go. And maybe you. Oh, damn it. Right, build you there. And the no stopping zone now. Clear that to there. So I can have 2 trains arrive at once because it clears the backlog that holds up on that side of the train track. That makes sense? So fingers crossed, this kind of works in our favour. It's not the best of loops. Okay, it's not the best. And I think the same thing needs to happen down here now. We now need to start implementing some loops because that number's got really high now. Okay, that number's got really high. We've got to start thinking about ways in which we can free up the train lines, and that's creating these loop systems. Yeah. Now, I think also taking some trains off some of the existing routes, because I've bulked it up right now. Now I can take them away because I don't need as many. It's mainly just trying to get the passengers moved around here is what I'm focusing on. So that number's dramatically risen, which is really annoying for me. I have spent that extra station token almost. So it becomes a little bit of a pain. Right. I'm about to do this one until I do have the high-speed train systems coming in. So, workers for this. I need to connect this up before I can bring fuel down. And that's going to be a huge problem in reality because of how awkward the lines are going to have to be set up. Now, can't build a station without more train tracks, so I'm going to have to kind of scrap these off here. So just kill off them to there, just so I can still remember they do exist and that's where they are going to run. Right? And if I bring this to here, bring you out that way, bam, 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 you in there. And I've run out of train tracks again. Oh no, where can I take them from this time? Right, I am clutching at straws now with this. 6 pieces of train track. In what world can I do that? Right, we are going to have to... I'm going to have to shorten one of the bypassing routes, and maybe this one's a little bit too long for its needs. So if I chose, for example, here instead, just to kind of reclaim you, no stopping just then to there, just so I can bring that straight. So my no stopping would be here. And of course, I need to tell it that that's a one-way system. So at least that's now looped. Right, that's now looped. I need to loop this next as well. That'll be my next goal. So we're not... I think this is the lowest that number's ever been now, by the way. I think that might be the lowest that number's been. Oh, could they not go into this one? Is it my no stopping here I've got? Clear you. We'll see. We will see, boys. Yeah, that's the lowest that number is. Oh, it went back up then, but we've just seen that number at its all-time low. Which is pretty exciting in many ways. All right, that's now moving. Yeah, they're using both sides, which is good to see for me. As we're able to move more passengers before. I reckon we could do that number. I reckon we could do that. It's either a case of putting more passengers on, more trains on, right? Taking some trains off the other line to stop the backlog. Like the... actually, let me add trains to it first. So the power one to... Is it this one? Where's it going again? Sorry. It's going up to... Yeah, it is that one, yes. So copy. Right, we got an issue between these ones here. The trains... Where's that? That's the... Okay, I'm not going to do anything yet because I want to try and get that goal down. Before... I think it's the trains that originally disappeared that got stuck. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. So trains are making their way in. They're loading, unloading. Multiple trains unloading, unloading at once. It's 309 it's gone down to. So it went down by 2. If I could loop this, that will make a world of a difference as well. Now, I could loop it in a sense of extending this down to go round before I add the additional station. But like the same as everything else, I need train tracks. So this is working to a certain extent. Now down to 274. That number's getting better. That number's getting better. Okay, 294. It's gone up slightly. But that'll be the train traffic on the existing lines. I might need to reduce the trains on the other lines. So, coming down to here, I'm going to sell a train there. So there's less trains on that line at least. Sell a train there for a minute. So I've taken 2 trains off that come down to this station here. That should then be less trains backing up these so they can freely run in and out. 257. That's the lowest I've seen it so far. 257. This is great already. 257, boys. And this is on the standard speed trains as well. 229. What's going on? 229. Come on, we can do this. Being able to utilize 2 trains unloading and loading at once does make a world of a difference. But I suppose it's when we have to hit the right sweet spot, right? We've got to hit that sweet spot. I might add another train to the line. I've added another 2. Add another 2 trains. That's my biggest issue, is not being able to loop that system. But we'll see what happens next. Hopefully we've increased the frequency right now with those additional trains. So right now, what I'm having to do is just play to the goals until I got a little bit more freedom to expand and build a better network. 229 we're back towards. Okay. I'm hoping my limit is not this, because I'm kind of then stuck. We'll have to kind of change a few additional lines to kind of get us to where we need to get to. But that's fine. I can quite happily play to the goals if that's what I need to do. But I'm trying to keep existing networks and stuff in, which is a pain to a certain extent. But it is what it is. It is what it is, boys. I think we're going to struggle now unless we've got dedicated straight up routes. So do you reckon I should maybe kind of cancel a few existing lines? So if I was just going down the route of, you know what, let's just focus. So let's sell you. Go back. Can I just delete the line? Yeah. If I sell and delete you, sell and delete you. So that's less trains on the line. Where's that now going back and forth? Sell the lines that we just don't want to utilize anymore. Just so my only train lines are going back and forth, mainly to here. 222, that's the lowest I've seen it. They are sharing a line here that they're having to stop and start for. But I'm now just playing to the goals. 215? Come on. You're joking me at this point. 215? 215? Are you 214? Are you joking me right now? What I'll do is, oh, we've done it. Okay, collect due. It's not the goal it's not the reward that I'm kind of requiring, but we'll take it. So what is something else that we can now focus on and hopefully get done? Optimize itself. Time travels between. Click to activate that. What's that goal? To Illumina's Rest to Midsummer Circus. So Midsummer Circus is here to Illumina's Rest, which is here. So basically changing this around to lead it to there. And then to Tremblay Stadium, which is down there. Right, that's what we have to now do, guys. We're going to have to now play to the goals. And not be afraid to delete our existing work. Right, that's the game plan. And that's what we're going to have to stick to. Guys, we now have figured it out. I say this every episode. Until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.